The Ghana Partnership for Education grant, GPEG, is a $75.5 million grant from the Global Partnership for Education Fund to be disbursed over 3 years with the aim of supporting the decentralized mechanism for basic education expenditure. The GPEG has a project development objective to improve the planning, monitoring and delivery of basic education services in the beneficiary districts. The project became effective on the 15th of February 2013, while funds started flowing from April 2013 at the schools, districts, regional and national levels. The grant is implemented by the Ghana Education Service in 75 most deprived districts, dispersed over 8 out of 10 regions in Ghana. At the inception of the intervention, the targeted districts were 57. However, the targeted districts increased to 75 as a result of splits in some of the original beneficiary districts. The total project financing is $75.5 million, out of which $70.486 million have been drawn down as at 31st December 2015. A total sum of 202.8 million Ghana cedis has been released as at December 31, 2015 to carry out activities under the 3 components of GPEG: district level grants to each of the 75 districts, school level grants to all public basic schools within the 75 districts, program management, institutional strengthening and monitoring and evaluation of project activities. The objectives of the district grant is to provide annual non-salary resources to deprived districts as a supplement to existing resource flows to support districts' annual programs of work, as well as government strategic priorities. A total sum of 107.15 million Ghana cedis has been released under this component as of 31st December 2015. Expenditure on district grants were made on 4 major pillars to promote education delivery in the districts. These are access, quality, gender and management. Under access, 345 classrooms have been rehabilitated, 82,991 dual desks have been purchased and distributed.
People who used to sit on the floor no longer sit on the floor because of the provision of dual desks. A lot of dual desks have been purchased through the GPEG fund, and most schools now have schools, especially the deprived areas. They now have the equipment, the tables and chairs that they need.
Furthermore, 155,781 pieces of assorted items have been purchased and given to school children as incentives to encourage them to go to school regularly. These items include bicycles, footwear, uniforms, school bags, notebooks, mathematical sets, solar lamps, and calculators.
When I was not having this bicycle, sometimes I may come to school or I may not come. But this time, when the bicycle is being provided to me, I'm not absenting myself from school again.
I live in a village. From like there to here is 7 kilometers far. And after this bike was given to me, now I come to school early every day, but since it was not given to me, I used to come to school late, and sometimes I may not come to school.
The program has changed their lifestyle, because sometimes we used to see them in slippers, torn sandals, torn bags, etc. By now we can boast of the fact that they are neat, they look like students in other places who can afford to do better than them. So we hope that this program will let them compete well with the students in the cities and other places.
Pupils with special needs were not left out, as the program organized inset in Braille to train staff in special education institutions on sign language.
Because the school is a public institution, and it should be accessible to all citizens. So as a result, I constructed disability friendly, so that in case I receive a physically challenged student, the one with wheelchair, the fellow can have access to the school, because they are all citizens of Ghana.
Activities embarked on to improve quality of teaching and learning included 384,885 teaching and learning materials, 6,238 number of various items as incentives to motivate hardworking teachers accepting postings to underserved areas.
You would see that schools are more vibrant. I mean, when you visit the schools, they have teaching learning materials on their walls. They've taken the initiative to bring in water. They have hand washing. All these things are things that were there already, but the school is more enabled to do it. They have set up systems for motivating teachers. So the teacher who comes to work earliest consistently for a month is giving maybe a token amount, you know.
Over 52,286 teachers across the basic levels participated in in-service training in various subjects to improve the quality of teaching. The subjects included mathematics, science and literature, gender and early childhood education. 424 gender-friendly toilets and 672 gender-friendly urinals were constructed to encourage girls to attend school. Under the GPIRG, various interventions were implemented to enable and complement the provisions made under the Girls' Participatory Approach to Student Success PASS project to encourage girls to go to school.
With the school levels enrollment drive was fantastic, and districts have now hit the gender parity index of 1:1 at the national level.
It has helped us when it comes to the Girl Pass. A lot of our girls who were having a lot of challenges with their school bags, sandals and even uniforms and even books, it has helped us a lot. Most of these girls benefit, and it has helped my school so much. It has also helped us to get a lot of facilities. We have a girl-friendly urinal, which we wouldn't have gotten without the fund. So I think it has been so helpful.
At first, when the GPAS didn't give me the sanitary pass, I used a rack, but now it was good.
So now you use
Sanitary pass.
Made these girls to know that they are also important, because you realize that their basic needs in school are done by only their mothers. Their fathers don't help them. So with these items, actually most of them have changed, their attitude have changed in terms of coming to school regularly and even sitting down to concentrate in the class.
Activities such as organization of girls' camps, STI clinics, mentorships, community sensitizations, supporting pregnant girls and adolescents to complete school, etc. The Girls Pass project is sponsored by the Department for International Development, DFID, and aims to provide scholarship packages to girls in JHS from underprivileged backgrounds such as orphans. It was first piloted in 21 districts and was scaled up to all 75 GPEG districts in the 2014-2015 academic year. Currently, over 55,000 students are benefiting from the project. The total amount released to the project till date is £5.318 million, which translates into 27.434 million Ghana cedis, out of which 24.261 million has been spent. In the area of management, 283 pieces of office furniture as well as 1,249 pieces of office equipment, including 18 cars, were provided. Teachers were also provided with 6,328 tables and 6,736 chairs to improve education service delivery. To sustain the program and ensure the grant was used appropriately at the various levels, head teachers were trained on the use of school grants. Teacher appraisal systems were also instituted under the GPIRG. Training and capacity building in SMCs and PTAs about SPIP, SPAM, SRCs, gender sensitive education and special need education were not left out. Under the program, workshops for head teachers on the new GES standards for safe school environment were organized, while 5,435 cupboards were purchased to aid storage of books and other items. Another component of the district grant is the Untrained Teachers Diploma in Basic Education UTDBE program. A sum of 19.451 million Ghana cedis was spent on 6,548 untrained teachers, 2,456 female and 4,092 males to undertake a course leading to diploma in basic education. The support covers the trainees' tuition, administration and user fee charges, modules and assessment fees. The UTDBE program, which is a 4-year program, started in August 2012 and will end in September 2016. The project objectives were to improve the quality of teaching and learning, especially in the underserved communities, and to reduce the percentage of untrained teachers in the system.
The GPEG program has enabled us to train teachers in ICT, which is relevant especially these days. We have had management training for head teachers. We have carried out insert programs in science, maths, and then English. We have also trained some office staff in ICT.
It is expected that on the completion of the program, the teacher trainees who have become qualified teachers will remain in the schools for at least 2 years. The project is also providing school grants to complement government's capitation grant in all public basic schools in the beneficiary districts. The funds are released in 2 tranches a year, a base grant and a per capita grant covering 12,036 basic schools. A total sum of 58.700 million Ghana cedis has been released to these schools to support the implementation of their school performance improvement plans, which is SPIP. 17.558 million Ghana cedis was spent on the program management, institutional strengthening, as well as monitoring and evaluation. Activities include capacity building for various offices from the national to district levels, training and refresher programs on financial management, procurement, monitoring and evaluation, and ICT for the management at the implementing levels were undertaken. Periodic workshops were organized to collate financial and status reports, while a number of monitoring visits were made to the implementing regions, districts and schools to assess progress on implementation.
When GPEG was introduced, the authorities always do training for us. So for instance, when it comes to detailed costing of the budget, I am able to do it. And then budget thing for the year too, I am able to do it without any difficulty.
And officer assessments were also necessary. This component also include impact evaluation, studies to document and evaluate project results to inform future policy formation.
The impact is immeasurable in the sense that before the introduction of GPEG, there was a very big problem, a very big gap in terms of monitoring and supervision. And with the arrival of GPEG, monitoring has been intensified at all levels. With GPEG, we're able to maintain the vehicles very well, and the monitoring continued as we programmed ourselves.
The performance of the above stated GPEG activities has contributed to improvement in the education delivery in the beneficiary districts, With an estimated beneficiary figure of 1.7 million pupils, the program exceeded the target, coming up to 1.871 million pupils, which so far benefited. 6,930 teachers were estimated to have benefited from training on the use of school report cards, but this number virtually doubled to 13,280